Peace, y'all. So today I wanted to dive into a scholastic discovery that I uncovered or unveiled. And it was all like almost like I stumbled upon it. It was like an accident. And it's about my divining rods, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So back in the pre-dynastic era, they used to use things like metallurgy, which is breaking down of metals and making them into objects through fire. So, gold, silver, lead, and copper were among the metals exploited by the Egyptians. I don't like that word exploited since the pre dynastic period before 3100 BC. I just wanted to say that little piece so you understand what metallurgy is. And this all started, this discovery, from my teacher. His name is Reginald Kuakaru. He has a channel called Comedic Centered Living. Check it out. Very enlightening. And he showed that picture that you just saw before this picture. Now, in this picture, it showed these a rod and a staff, and he wanted to compare it to the Bible on the rod and the staff. So I was looking at them like that looked like my divining rods. That looks like my divining rods. So I went and looked it up, and I asked the rods themselves. So I asked the rods, "Are these the same as my divining rods?" And the rods said yes. So they went back that far, 3100 BC, and maybe before. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Now, from what I saw, they are buried with these rods. Also, I want to read a little something. When an ancient African slash Alkebulan leaves this world, they have the rods in their hands. They want it to be a guide in the afterlife, like they are in the earthly life. So I think that's really cool. Something that I learned. Um, and I just thought it was really interesting, and it really shocked me and took me aback. They also, you see in that picture that just passed, the bird had the rod in its hand. Now, the bird, I believe, stands for our ancestors. So they believe that our ancestors are on the other ends of these rods, which I believe the same thing. I believe that God and our ancestors are on the other ends of the rods. Is there anything else that I forgot to say about this? But I just was so taken aback by all of these pictures of this in our history, and it just breezed past us. And until my teacher said something about thy rod and thy staff, I said, "Is that my divining rods? Is that the same thing?" And so they have a lot of interesting teachings. They believe that the sun is God, which is the ultimate source, the ultimate light, which is what heaven is made from. Um, and I already told you about the birds. And this is an example of the hieroglyphs from ancient times. And I'm so glad I stumbled upon this piece of knowledge because it just really enlightened my whole soul and just introduced me to some new knowledge. So that's all that I have for you today. When it comes to this, I will be back with more information. Please like the video, subscribe. Peace.